Well, if you felt some shaking this morning, you weren't imagining it. An earthquake off the coast of Maine could be felt all the way here in southern New England.
Meteorologist Katie McNeil has more. Katie?
We've been tracking reports from several of our viewers Monday morning and afternoon describing a brief shake that could be comparable to a large truck driving by. This was due to a 3.8 magnitude earthquake near the Maine coastline with a radius that could be felt over 100 miles away. At approximately 10:22 a.m. Monday, an earthquake was felt across New England. Residents of southern coastal Maine were the closest to the epicenter and felt the strongest tremors. Several calls were put out to Maine police shortly after it occurred.
Address again. Yeah, we're not sure what's going on. We're getting calls from all over town about an explosion.
We've had multiple calls reference the tremor. We've been inundated with 911 calls, so please be patient.
Here's an aerial view of where the earthquake happened, about 6.5 miles from York Harbor, Maine. The epicenter of the quake was 12 feet below the surface offshore from the mainland. This map from the U.S. Geological Survey shows just how far away seismic waves were felt, as far west as New York State. Providence, which had hundreds of reports, is roughly 90 miles away from the epicenter. I spoke with Brian Savage, a geosciences professor at the University of Rhode Island, about why that is.
When we have earthquakes that are on the East Coast or in New England, the seismic energy radiates very far away because it loses energy very slowly, as opposed to in California, where the ground is warmer, the ground is more broken up because of all the faults. There's not a lot of continuity, and so we get a lot more energy loss in, say, California or Southern California than we do on the East Coast.
The USGS says that there is a 15% chance of at least one magnitude 3+ aftershock within the next week. But the good news is the National Tsunami Warning Center said there was no tsunami danger from this quake. In studio, I'm meteorologist Katie McNeil, 12 News.